wiping out Malaysian sweat, which wouldn't happen. What? How would she wipe out Malaysian sweatshop problems? Claire would become president. What? He didn't watch the movie. Oh my God, he didn't watch the movie. He didn't watch the movie. There's no chance he watched the movie. He must have only read that article. Our resident film reviewer, oh, my cousin Ben Shapiro, didn't really seem to like it. So I heard he was like not super happy with the movie. So I'm kind of curious what his oh no, he's gonna spoil it, son of a bitch. Okay. We're gonna have to spoil it. I'm sorry. Spoilers in like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's basically a satirization of Elon Musk. That's essentially what a lot of the movie is. A lot of the movie is a satire on Elon Musk and kind of the like internet's I don't want to say like the internet's what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like the internet's pumping up of him as like this individual of like great interest. And kind of the way that everyone, the way that the internet kind of latched on to Elon as like this, this, oh my God, Tony Stark like guy or whatever, right? And the movie generally, it satirizes essentially Elon Musk. It's a murder mystery. It's a good movie. I'm not going to spoil. Hopefully Ben doesn't spoil just spoil the movie. But we'll find out. Either way, good movie, well-made movie, well acted. All the rest of that stuff, but let's get into it. I regret to inform you that Glass Onion is actively bad. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Movies are allowed to be bad. People are allowed to think movies are bad. I will discuss first the actual writing of the movie, followed by the politics of it. Both suck. Spoilers follow. Okay. First, the writing. The first half of the movie is a complete misdirect and a waste of time. Well, I hate to tell you this, Ben, but you decided to turn on your Netflix machine and watch a murder mystery. There's gonna be some red herrings and there's gonna be some misdirection. It's kind of part of the thing. Let's see. We only find out about the actual murder we're supposed to investigate full 1 hour and 10 minutes into the film, as well as an entirely new backstory. Miles never invited Blanc, and Andy has a twin sister masquerading as her. We're actively deceived by the writer. Did you hear that, guys? There was a plot twist, and Ben is complaining about the plot twist. Okay. That's kind of the point of the movie. Okay, so the metaphor that Benoit Blanc, like what the movie, the kind of the metaphor of the glass onion is an object that at its face might seem complex, but upon inspection is incredibly simple. In the sense that an onion has an onion, we all know Shrek, all right? We all know Shrek. I don't need to explain that. We all know Shrek. Ogres are like onions, layers, complexity, da-da-da-da-da, right? But it's made of glass. Glass is completely see-through. So the idea, you get the point. I don't think I need to explain that too much farther. But like the entire movie is the entire movie is a glass onion. It's masquerading as complex when being rather simple. Its main antagonist portends to be incredibly complex, is very simple. The motivations seem complex, are incredibly simple. I would honestly say, if you want to also describe kind of our government to a degree and kind of the way it operates, especially when you see the House votes that are happening right now, seems complex, is actually rather simple. Okay. It's also not quite a murder mystery in the same way the first one was. It's different. I know that's it's really crazy. Why the misdirect? Because the story itself, in the purest form of incredible laziness. Because the story itself, in the purest form of incredible laziness, it relies on not one, not two, but three bad writing tropes: an identical twin, a comprehensive journal, and a moron of a murderer. So here's the thing: tropes, all tropes, like the reason why Knives Out is a franchise, or at the very least, like what made it unique as a franchise when the first one came out, was we don't really get murder mysteries. We don't get those kinds of movies anymore. We don't have movies that that present those tropes. Like, what makes a murder mystery is a big house with a lot of people who disagree and have motives to kill each other or kill somebody, and you discerning the thing, and within that you play around with different, you invert the tropes, or you play into some but not others, or you do, you know other things, and like, again, like Ben perfectly. I really do like how Ben kind of reveals, because like Ben wanted to work in Hollywood, and you can kind of see why he was never gonna be able to work in Hollywood, because like Ben, it. I hate to tell you this, brother, but that, like, yeah, it's tropey because it's supposed to seem complex while being simple. Where's the I wonder if I can find it really quickly. What's the I know I can find it actually. Let's see if we can check Twitter. Glass onion. There we go. I want to see the there it is. Like, okay, keep this in mind. Keep this in mind while Ben talks about this.
It's so dumb.
It's so dumb, it's brilliant.
No! It's just dumb.
Like that is the entire movie. The entire movie is doing that. Like, you keep thinking it's like all this stuff, because the first one was rather complex. The first one, a lot of things are happening. The way it was presented was very interesting, very compelling, but a lot of things are happening. A lot of, people are learning about this and about that, and then they're taking that information and acting upon it, and then you see the result, and da-da-da-da-da, and it all flows back to one decision that we thought was one decision, but it was actually another decision. And it's all these things, right? Like, it's all these things. First one, God, I fucking love the first Knives Out, but yeah, and that's like the whole point of the movie. Like, Ben, you miss the point of it. It's supposed to trick you and then be like, no, it's just stupid. It's also a commentary on Elon Musk, so, or at least it's a very obvious commentary on Elon Musk. Why the misdirect? Because it's I can answer this one simply though. Why the misdirect? Because it would be boring if there wasn't a misdirect in a murder mystery. What kind of murder mystery doesn't have a misdirect? Also, what kind of murder mystery doesn't have like fun murder mystery tropes? You can write your way out of literally any scenario given an identical twin, which removes the need of linear coherence. I don't know why. Wait, why does it? Huh? What? Okay. A comprehensive journal, which explains everything, and a moron for a murder. Wait, what's the journal? What journal is he responding? Oh, wait, is he? Wait, which explains everything. Oh, right. Okay, so he's talking about Andy's journal. Right, okay. Yeah? Like, again? Like, that's, yeah? It's kind of the point? For plot logic? No, the whole point is to trick you into is to make you believe that there's anything complex going on. The whole movie is doing that. Especially the way it's also like, if you watch murder mysteries, it's also all about when they give you information and what time in the story, at what point in the story that information is given to you. If you see two people talking, and they do this a lot in the movie, where you'll see two people talking in the background, right? And like in most movies, you're just like, they're just acting in the background. But in actuality, like for the story, you eventually need to see that conversation to understand, like, you know, what happens next. And there's a lot of scenes where they cut out pieces of the scene, pieces of a reaction, so that you get a certain you get a certain inference from a scene, but you're missing, like it's all about starting you from like this point right here, and as the story goes on, you expand it, you expand it, you expand it until you have all of the information. This isn't hard, Ben. I'm not a movie, I don't review movies. Why is this hard? Jesus. So instead we get an hour of waste of time. It's not, because you, like, Christ above. Also, the movie plays out linearly in a very linearly in one, like, they basically go through the story one full time, and then you go back and go over all the little details and see how the pieces landed where they went. So it's, you know, that's kind of how you set these kinds of movies up, because we have to make up for the fact that the murderer is perfectly obvious from moment one. Yes, that's also, what's the word? That is also who, like, the what did you say? Sorry. So instead of getting an hour, it's not going to make fun of a murder is perfectly obvious. So yeah, it is perfectly honest. There's an entire scene. I remember I watched the movie. I saw the dude basically kill the guy in front of everybody. And then when they play you when they play you the flashback, the scene changes, because that character was actively trying to socially, like, rewrite history through his influence of the other characters. So when he would talk about it, it would show his perspective of what happened, which was an outright lie. Even though his take on the universe is that Elon Musk is bad. That is true. Actually, his specific take on Elon Musk is bad isn't that Elon Musk is bad. His take is that Elon Musk is unimpressive and actually dumb. That, again,
Brilliant.
No! It's just dumb.
it's just dumb. He's just dumb. He's shallow. He affects complexity. He's just dumb. Like that's all it is. That's all it is. He is the character of Blonde. Is that what it is? Man. Yeah. Miles Braun. That's what it is. The character of Miles Braun is somebody who was like the idea guy of a company, angled their way through like legal contract law to be the head of the company, and then just kind of LARPed their way as like a genius into being incredibly successful. That's kind of like the critique of Elon, is that, like, while he's the richest, or I guess he was the richest person on earth, that status of being incredibly rich doesn't actually have any analytical value in terms of their intelligence or worth. Like, Miles Braun, regardless of his like wealth and everything else, is a fucking idiot. He says words that don't exist throughout the entire movie. He has these like long speeches of like of disruption, which if you've ever spent time in the crypto space, they love their disruption. But you know, he does like I'm a disruptor, I'm doing all this different type of stuff, when you find out the thing that he's trying to do is no more complex than simply any other company that creates a product that isn't ready. But actually, now that I think about it, there's a great parallel to this. So towards the end of the movie, and kind of the impetus behind a lot of the moving pieces by the end of the movie, and the story that's happening, and the like murder and everything else that's going on, a lot of it is actually Miles Braun attempting to bring a product, basically attempting to launch Cyberpunk 2077, but for electricity infrastructure. That's essentially what he's doing. He's found a resource in his mind that is clean, renewable, and infinite energy or whatever. Yeah, infinite energy that would power the world, right? And he describes it of like powering people's dreams and doing all this nonsense. I remember I turned to my girlfriend when he was like doing his full speech, and I was like, "Man, I just want my TV to turn on. I don't need all this powering my dream bullshit." But but yeah, there's like these idea guys, and we see them. It's like Steve Jobs or any of these big techie guys that come along. Same with like Zuckerberg. They have these like grand visions of these things that they build, and like they build these cults around them. And I don't even know if I want to say cult so much as it's hostages, because all the people he's surrounded with by in the movie, Catherine Hahn's character, Dave Bautista's character, all of these people aren't friends with him and don't hold the views of him that they do because it's a genuine belief. It's because they've become successful through relation with him, and because of that they've basically hitched their horses to him. There's like a scientist character who signs off on this miracle material, which by the way you learn is incredibly dangerous and would lead to the probable deaths of millions. But like he signs off on it because at the end of the day, like his buggy is hitched to Miles Braun's horse, unfortunately. And like if he doesn't do it, then like his status, his place in society is gone. Same with Catherine Hahn's character, who's a local politician. Without Miles Braun's money, she wouldn't be able to fund her campaign and probably steamroll her competition. So again, it's like one of those things where like when Ben says anyone who likes him in media, politics, or tech is being paid off by him, that's not quite the critique, because the actual thing, like my mouse just died for a second. I don't know what that was about. The thing that the characters are, they don't like him. If Ben was paying attention for the entire movie, he would have noticed that none of the characters like Miles Braun. They all despise the guy. But at the end of the day, he's the richest guy in the world, and he holds so much power that he wields it effortlessly to change their mind to his preferred opinion. Like that's, but they all hate him. The whole crux of the story is that they all hate him and they want to kill him, and they all have at least one motivating factor, or one motivating one piece of motivation, I should say, to kill him. Like, so it's like, okay, this is an incredibly stupid theory, since Musk is one of the most successful entrepreneurs in human history. Ben is doing it. Ben is doing it right now. How many rockets has Johnson launched lately? And it's a foolish conspiracy theory to boot. First of all, it's not a conspiracy theory. First of all, the idea, if you ask Ben if the amount of money that people like Elon Musk wield in influence towards politicians is conspiracy, he'd be like, of course it's not conspiracy. Of course, incredibly wealthy people wield their wealth to have an outsized influence on politics, local or even global. He would agree to that. He understands this relationship. And you want to know how he understands this? Because he had a problem with Twitter working with the FBI. He understands the intersection of incredible wealth and governmental bodies. He understands this for everything else except Elon Musk. Specifically, an Elon Musk who reinforces and signal boosts his ideological goals and values. Like, successful entrepreneurs understand also. Let's also understand this. being an entrepreneur is, and you know, I'm sure there will be some people that will disagree with me, and that's fine. But being an entrepreneur, utterly unimpressive. Being an entrepreneur is you betting on random companies. And when one of them strikes it, you bet more. You put more down on the table until you're making a ton of money off of other people's labor, off of other people's organization, off of other people's work. That's all entrepreneurship is, or the entrepreneurial what's the word spirit is. Especially somebody like Elon Musk, who was born with like diamond mine money. You can spare me that this guy built an empire out of nothing. He built the largest accumulation of wealth off of already owning diamond mines from like as an inheritance. Understand that. This is somebody starting on like the 1 yard line. I don't know football that well. This is, you know, let me make this easier. This is somebody pulling like number 31 in the Royal Rumble after like number 30 already came out and won the whole thing. That's what this is. That's what Elon Musk is. Elon Musk was in a no-fail position from birth. And Ben Shapiro over here is filleting him on his platform. Like Ben Shapiro is doing the thing that Ryan Johnson is like satirizing, where he says, you think this guy is complex. You think this guy is this interesting, successful figure. You think this guy is impressive because he has money. But he's just as dumb as any other rich person that didn't have to work a day in their life. He's just as dumb as everybody else who didn't have to really ever think about their future, because whatever they wanted to do, they would just immediately buy themselves into being successful. Good job, Ben. How to explain his dumb theory? Bad writing, of course. Okay, you can't just say bad writing, Ben. Johnson comes up. Wait, what is this? Oh, how many rockets is Johnson? Wait, is that the? Also, yeah, I just thought about that. Is that the mark of how we what's the word? Gauge intelligence? Oh, also, I'm sorry. How many of those has Elon been in? How many of those has he manned? Does Elon Musk have any idea how a rocket actually works, or does he just hire people who know how rockets work? Like, let's be honest. Let's see. Johnson comes up with a fake partner who is the actual smart person. Miles/Musk cheated by bribing people. Yeah. Are you like, is that shocking? Do we need to talk about, if anything, if you wanted to draw a comparison, that's more of a comparison to Zuckerberg and his relationship with, the other guy who made Facebook, who I can't remember his name. But yeah, like, that's one of those things where it's like, yeah, there are like what Andy in the movie represents is not like another person in the metaphor. She represents the workers and the actual engineers that work for Elon, and how their influence is undermined and devalued by this the overestimation of Elon Musk's contributions. His contributions are, I have money. That's his contributions. But his persona makes it into, oh no, I'm like in the basement toiling away, building the fucking shit from Iron Man 2. Isn't that vibranium that he makes? Yes, building like vibranium. I'm pretty sure it's vibranium that he makes. What about all the people who like Musk? It's funny, the movie doesn't actually talk about any of those people. Like, it's funny. Ben is making it about, he keeps trying to tie in like Musk stans or people who are just like, I don't know, make some good stuff, I guess. Um, it's not, the movie actually isn't at all concerned or interested in normal people. They're dumb and corrupt too. Well, they're certainly dumb because they think a dumb guy is complex, but corrupt, you corruption is corruption in the meaningful sense is reserved only for the upper class. This is, which means you need no logic for them. So more bad writing. Oh, this is stupid. This means that that all Miles' friends slash supporters. Nope. No. No. This is his close inner circle of, and this friends should be in quotation marks, because he is not friends with them because they're friends. Again, if Ben had paid attention to the flashbacks, they didn't like Miles in the beginning. They didn't like him at all. They only liked him because they only like him in the present because he has money. Because when you go back in the movie in the flashbacks, when he's broke or when he's like, he's a nobody, they all find him really annoying. They still find him annoying throughout the movie. But again, Ben unfortunately did not pay attention. Supporters are still sucking at the golden teat from Miles S. Musk because he keeps signing them checks. Yeah, yes, the whole, yes, that is true. Also, why are you, so this is, we talked a little bit earlier about the kind of flattening of like groups to kind of launder like worse groups with normal people. This is another one. Like, people who like Elon Musk and go to normal 9-to-5s, I don't care about. They're not corrupt. They're like, they're kind of dumb for not seeing it, but it's fine. Like, we all like dumb things. I like dumb shit. But like, the movie's critique is for his friends and how much money has influenced them, to the point that they sell their opinions, they sell their perspective, everything to this one individual to have power, to be, there's a reason also the movie takes place during COVID. There's a reason why they make it a point that these rich people get to basically pretend like COVID doesn't exist, because their wealth has bought them, and their adjacent relation to wealth has bought them an ability to not participate with the rest of society. They get to be above all that, all of us. Toilet, getting all locked up in our houses and shit. So no, this has had nothing to do with supporters, Ben. It has everything to do with, yeah, this is correct. Yes, this is correct. You don't need supporters, though. It's just his, quote, friends. He doesn't actually have friends. But any of them could, at any time, burn down Miles and Musk and reap massive benefits. Such as, did Ben just not watch this movie? Holy shit, they perjured themselves under penalty of law in the movie. No, they can't. Like, they can't. There is no benefit. They are trapped until the point that he had no power after Helen, the sister of Andy. Again, if you haven't seen the movie, I'm sorry, I know I'm spoiling things, but like, only after his empire is utterly destroyed and he will be left with no ability to continue to buy their influence, that's when they turn on him. Like, yeah, like, no, they can't. They perjured themselves. They are legally trapped. They can't go back on that. And also the fact that like it also revolves around finding a piece of evidence. And once that evidence is revealed, they're fucked. They're all completely fucked. Because it means that they lied. Birdie would immediately become a famous social justice warrior. For what? Miles is ostensibly left-wing. He talks about climate change. How, like, what are you talking about? Also, social justice warrior for what? For what, dude? Like, oh my God, he didn't watch the movie. He didn't watch the movie. Wiping out any Malaysian sweatshop problems. But like what? The whole, like, the plot point with her is that she's currently bought in like manufacturing her oh, what is it? Is it towels or some shit? I don't fucking remember. It's like a bathrobe or some nonsense. But it's like she manufactures like her clothing line in like sweatshops because she's also fucking, where is it?
Dumb.
Thank you. But like she's also dumb. I mean, she's dumb throughout the entire fucking movie. She's like a fucking idiot. But like she's trapped in the sense that like she like, you know, Miles tells her she needs to take that she's going to be taking the fall for the sweatshops, even though Miles is also tied into the sweatshop game. So it's just so stupid. Oh, I making sweatpants. That's what it is. Making sweatpants. Oh my god, wiping out Malaysian sweat, which wouldn't happen. What? How would she wipe out Malaysian sweatshop problems? Claire would become president. What? He didn't watch the movie. Oh my god, he didn't watch the movie. He didn't watch the movie. There's no chance he watched the movie. He must have only read that article. There's no way you misinterpret this movie this much. Like, if I remember correctly, she's like a local senator. She's not that high up on the ring. Like, oh my god, Peg or whiskey. Okay, those are the two. Would become for what? For what? Peg basically doesn't exist in the movie. And whiskey is also basically doesn't exist unless, oh my god. Oh no. Lionel would become a virtuous whistleblower. Again, what is this virtuous? No, just a whistleblower. What, are you against whistleblowers? Wait. Not only that, but like, would this be good? No, because she's corrupt. Would this happen? No, because what? How would this happen? Like, the one with Birdie can't happen because with one company you can't wipe out Malaysian sweatshops. How many companies still use Malaysian slave labor, for God's sakes? Even though we all know it exists, it still happens. Like, this wouldn't happen. This would be actively bad because like she's a corrupt politician. Like, not good. These two barely exist in the movie. Like, they're just kind of there. Like, one of them's an assistant and the other one is just a, oh my god, he didn't watch the movie. The only one, not only that, but he was virtuous. And it's like, yeah, like Lionel was the only character in that entire fucking movie who, if he had done that, if he had done the right thing and like not signed off on Miles's thing, which granted he would just fire him and bring in somebody else that would sign off on it, or if he whistle blew, it would actually be good. The material outcome would be good. Like, none of these matters. They're all just personal. Like, being famous would just be a personal would be like a personal like personal increase of value, like social value, which should tell you a lot, that like Ben is equalizing whistleblowing that would save millions of people's lives, that they explicitly tell us would save millions of lives, with somebody just becoming famous or becoming a social justice warrior on social media. That's what that to Ben, those things are like right here. To Ben, they're like super equal. It's not like one of them actually has an impact on people's lives. Jesus Christ. Ben, he didn't watch the movie. There's no way he watched this movie. There's zero fucking chance he watched this movie. Birdie will, okay. But in Johnson's bizarro world, taking down the most powerful and rich person in the world is something nobody would consider. What? First of all, second of all, where the fuck is Duke? Where the fuck is Duke? Oh, you know, I just thought about that. Is it not interesting that Ben Shapiro has no interest in mentioning Duke, which is Dave Bautista's character, who is a Twitch streamer, not unlike myself, almost as successful as I am, who hawks like like big penis pills and shit like that, and a lot of other adjacent right wing supplement game type stuff. Is it a wonder that Ben didn't want to talk about that parallel? I would say we're like in that form, we're probably talking about a mix of like Alex Jones and Joe Rogan. But I find it interesting that Ben Shapiro, a very, very online right wing figure, is not interested in even commenting. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, it comes up. Oh, thank God. But I find it interesting that he really hasn't had a lot to say about Duke. Does he only mention Duke in this one tweet? Let's see. Oh, I just skipped a tweet. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, that's okay. He mentions Duke once. Okay. Once. Meanwhile, I've had to hear about the other characters a couple times. Okay, he mentioned him. Okay, I just missed the tweet. That's my fault. But okay, Duke would become overnight. Okay. Yeah, he also, yeah, wait, huh? Yep, Did I just completely scrolled past that tweet. What's up, Wolf? Not very long. I'm actually a bit over. I'm just gonna finish this up and then I gotta ski-daddle. But Thursday. But yeah, okay, let's read this one really quick. But burn down Mazda, like literally any of them, Duke would become overnight the biggest host in the world for uncovering a conspiracy in silence. That's your wait. That's your thing. Okay. So he's not going to talk anything about. Okay. Yeah. Duke's. Well, actually, Duke's character is the most. What's the word? Loyal to him, because Duke's character was somebody who didn't already really have money or wealth or influence. He got it after receiving a lot of funds from a wealthy donor. Okay. Oh, I forgot to switch this over. Yeah, he did mention him. Okay, it's right here. I was like super worried. I was like, you just did not just pretend this character didn't exist. Okay, but in a bizarro world, taking down the most powerful and rich person in the world, Ben, you can really just say the most powerful. We all know the most powerful person in the world is almost always going to be somebody with incredible wealth. In the world is something nobody would consider. Well, no, it's that these people wouldn't consider it, even like the whole moral like condemnation of them is that they wouldn't challenge him because he's the richest and most powerful person in the world, even if it would cause harm to millions around the world. Weird, since he just made a $40 million movie trying to do just that. Weird, you made an art product that made money, yet critiquing people who don't make art products who also make money. Ben, shut the fuck up. You're so fucking stupid. Oh my God, I hate this one the most. Like, wait, what? So I'm not allowed to make a movie critiquing the ultra wealthy if my movie costs money. Got it. That makes sense. Ben Shapiro, wanted Hollywood producer, probably director. Like, jeez, man. Talk about a shallow. This is why the Daily Wire movies also suck, by the way, because they have no interest in actually challenging any systems or any actually powerful institutions. It's all about reinforcing a normative structure, one that already is at the forefront and already the most, at least from a plurality standpoint, the largest of those in terms of culture, those stances. Which brings us to the final irony. Rian Johnson is being paid. Oh my God, no, we're not reading this. No. Ben. You know the thing? You know the thing that they tell, like at the end of all YouTube videos where they tell you to like click on one of these like things to watch more videos. Yeah, I've been meaning to film one of those. So that's what I was doing. I was just setting it up to film one.